All right, Mike Singer here with you in Miami, Florida. Look, man, driving in my new car. My wife's holding the camera. I'm here in beautiful, sunny Florida. You know, I got my beautiful son in the back seat with me driving. I got a full belly. I got money in my pocket. I'm not hungry. I could very easily be a sheep, just somebody that's going through life with blinders on and be content and happy with what I have. Look at me. I got a new car. I got a beautiful wife. I got a beautiful son. I got money in my pocket. I'm not hungry. I'm going home. We're on our way to Publix. I'm going to make a nice dinner for everybody tonight. I got a nice job as the lesson coordinator at a big music store. I teach guitar, bass, piano, drums, vocals, ukulele to little girls. I got 8-year-old girls that I teach everything they could possibly know in 4 months on the piano. They can play any chord, they read music, they play songs. I should be happy and content, right? I'm not. I'm pissed that I am willing to give all that I have up, and I'm willing to die fighting against corruption. That's the bottom line. I just posted a video on YouTube showing how the government is stealing $200 away from me. I'm not rich, and they're taking $200. I'm obligated to pay $200 to the government. It's a tax, the Obama tax, not Obamacare, the Obama tax. Yeah, you know, the thing where they unconstitutionally force people to pay for insurance now. So now, because even though I was paying for insurance all year long, except for the first few months in the year, I've been paying for insurance for me and my wife all year long. Didn't use it. We haven't gone to the hospital. We haven't been sick. We didn't need insurance, but I paid for it because I have to, because of criminal, illegal Obama, the illegal president, and the criminal, corrupt criminal regime that he's got in the White House. So now I go to my accountant, and you can see the video I posted right there, $217 that they're stealing from me. I have to pay a tax of $200 to the government for Obamacare, for something I don't even use or don't even need. So it's sickening, and that's just nothing. That's just what I experienced today, going to my accountant and seeing that I'm liable to pay $200 to the criminal. Everybody knows on Facebook, I put my views out there. My views are always accurate. Now I throw ideas out there, and I throw concepts. I throw things for people to think about on a variety of subjects. But the point is, I say it all the time on Facebook. I'm not afraid to say it because it's true. There are literally criminals in the United States of America. Politicians are criminals. Ted Cruz is a lying, deceiving snake. His wife, a member of Goldman Sachs, their director, whoever she is, director of Goldman Sachs bankers that Bush and his buddies paid and bailed out when they went belly up nearly a decade ago. Bush bailing out all of his big corporate buddies. So first of all, let me tell all the young people out there that you're totally right, that the billionaires and the Republican elite, they are corrupt. But you know what? Don't be stupid and vote for a socialist, Bernie Sanders, an outright socialist. Don't be stupid and vote for Bernie Sanders. Don't be a moron, a stupid idiot, and vote for literally a criminal and a liar, Hillary Clinton. Disgusting that she's not behind bars. Disgusting that she can even run for president. Outrageous. So, look, whatever Donald Trump's going to do, he's the best candidate, considering all the others are politicians. They're politicians. They're all bought out. They're all bribed. They're all paid for by what? The corrupt criminal establishment. And that's what really ticks me off. That's what makes me a guy that's got a great job, a beautiful wife, a beautiful, a new car. I'm here with my, freedom and a full belly. And, I got a decent job, and I teach, and I work with little kids and adults and teens and help them become musical. And I'm very passionate about it, and I'm very good at what I do. And I'm ready to go. If genuinely a million patriots came in hordes and trucks to my front door and said, "Come on, Mike, we got the arms. We're going to White House, and we're going to drag all the criminals out, and we're going to hang them up," I'd join them. I'd go. Look at me. I'm saying it with jubilation, with passion. I would jump on the truck and say, "Give me my AK." I'd be there. My son would too. My young son, who's only 24 years old. He's of the same mindset I am, but he's young. He's working. He's doing like everybody else does, trying to better his life, trying to get a job. But even he, at 24 years old, is disgusted by the criminals that run our government. He's disgusted by the filth and the perversion that's just being spewed out into the world by Hollywood and all the perversion and the corrupt politicians. It makes him sick. How pathetic is that my own son is even just like realizes what's the purpose? What's the purpose of life? We're being run by a bunch of thugs and criminals. When are the righteous going to unite, man, and get together and find a way to take the thugs and the criminals out of our government? Because let's face it, I made a video recently. Was that me? My camera? No, I'm still going. Okay, so I made a video. Is it still running, Mama? Yeah? Okay. I made a video recently. I just lost my train of thought because I heard a beep. I thought the camera went off. But I made when my wife's waving at me. What?
Okay, yeah.
Did it finish or is it bueno?
No.
Is it recording?
Uh-huh.
Okay, no problem. All right, it's recording. So I recently made a video, and now I lost my train of thought, man. I was on a roll there, wasn't I? But the point is that I'm willing to give up this life. I'm not a sheep. I'm not like most people that are just, fearful for one, and then just content to have their little full bellies and drink their beer and watch their basketball game, and they don't want anything taken away. They want their little security net, and they don't care if there's corruption running the government. They don't care if they're being robbed and the government's stealing from them. They're just going to sit low and just take it and just move along, for fear or for their contentment. They don't care about criminals running the government. To me, it makes me sick. Just on the principle alone. The point I think I was making before I lost my train of thought. If 1 million patriots came to my front door with AKs and trucks and said, let's go, we're going to Washington, we're going to take the criminals out, I would happily jump on board with jubilation and be there. And if I got killed in the process, I'd be happy. Why? Just on the principle alone. Fighting against corruption. Going after crooks, thieves, criminals that have infiltrated our government. Just to have an opportunity to go after them would be, wow, that would be fulfillment. That would be fulfillment of a lifetime. That would be more fulfilling than my new car, my beautiful wife, my family, my freedom, my food, everything. Because I'm fighting against criminals, thugs, against a corrupt, criminal, crooked government. So that's where I'm at. Now, how's it going to happen? Donald Trump, people are up in the air about Donald Trump, Ted Cruz. There's no doubt in my mind that Ted Cruz is a snake. He's just another politician. Again, his wife on the executive board of Goldman Sachs. He's with the big bankers, and I guess that's the point I started making. If I was directing anything to young people here, don't be a fool and vote for a socialist, Bernie Sanders. He's an outright socialist. Don't be a fool and vote for a criminal and a liar, Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump is a billionaire, but yes, God bless him. He's a successful man. He's smart. He's intelligent. He raised 3 beautiful kids to be smart and educated and intelligent. They run businesses. There's nothing wrong with business. Look, there's not a problem with capitalism. There's a problem with corporatism, with corporate greed, with monopolies, with mega corporations owning and controlling everything. And that's essentially what all the conspiracy theories are based upon. The people that are upset, you young people that are going to be voting, don't be upset with capitalism. Be upset with corporatism, with corporate greed, with the handful that are trying to own and control everything. But somebody like Donald Trump, who runs a variety of businesses, employs numerous people all around the country, all around the world, and he's simply a man who's smart and successful, but he's a sovereigntist. He believes in the sovereignty of the United States of America. He believes in the United States Constitution. He clearly believes in family values. People say, oh yeah, he was married 3 times. So what? My 3rd wife is holding the camera right now. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. People have relationships that fall apart. People have relationships that don't work out. The point is, he's a family man. He's got a family. He takes care of his family. He takes care of other people and their families, providing them with jobs. He's a smart, intelligent man, and he's running for president. He's our best choice. And if he does not become the next president of the United States of America, it's because that sick, perverted, dastardly criminal regime that's in the White House now, all those corrupt politicians that are paid for and bought off, it's because it's a rig. It's system's rigged, like Donald Trump said. It is rigged. So he's our only chance. And everybody pray for him that he doesn't get taken out, like JFK, who was going after corruption, and they took him out. Hey, come on, people. What are we going to do? Just let the crooks continue running the world? I have a theory, that, and I write about it all the time on Facebook. There's a problem with religious-minded people. self-professed Christians, and in the sense that they go to their churches and they're waiting for Jesus to come back, and well, Jesus is going to come take care. No human responsibility whatsoever. Oh, the devil made me do it. Oh, it's the devil. Oh, the demons are in him. No, take human responsibility. And my question of the year, of the decade, of my life is, when are the righteous? When are righteous people that believe in truth and justice and honesty and decency and fairness and opportunity and individual human self-development and self-growth and self-awareness going to unite together and find a way to purge our nation of the corruption? When and how? Because otherwise, what? I mean, it's just, I guess the argument could be made that, oh yeah, well, okay, forget it. Why should I do anything then, right? I mean, this is the devil's world. It's the devil's world. So, I mean, he's got control. So why should I do anything? When are the righteous going to start taking responsibility and clean up America? Clean up the government. Take back America. Preserve the United States Constitution. Prohibit and prevent all these perverts that are using the Constitution, freedom of expression and freedom of speech, as an excuse to spew filth and perversion and immorality publicly out into the public square, into public television, primetime TV, perverted jokes and cartoons. Everything's sexual oriented in a way to be funny and have suggestive innuendos, and the violence and the blood and the guts and the splatter and the weapons and the gun and the warring in cartoons and on TV shows, and transvestites that are glorified at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock on television. Little kids can turn it on and they see men dressed up like women, talking like women, and this is all acceptable. So this is all acceptable. Yeah, America's a perverted melting pot is what it is. It's just perverse. There's no regulations, no rules, no checks and balances on Hollywood, who can just spew their filth and their perversion out into the minds of our precious, innocent, impressionable children. There's no morals in government where politicians are simply paid off and bought so that the handful of elites that are running the world can get their way and do what they want to do. So they buy off the politicians, who themselves have no morals, have no values. They don't care. Donald Trump's a family man. He's got family values. He's a successful entrepreneur. He believes in the sovereignty of the United States of America. He believes in the United States Constitution. He believes in family values. He's opposed to this thing where minds get twisted and demented and start tattooing their bodies and putting weird piercings in their nose and their ears and smoking marijuana and drinking and taking drugs. He's opposed to all that because he's a decent, normal man. When are people going to wake up? When are the righteous, and how are the righteous going to unite and gather and take back America? That's what I want to know. Because I would happily give my life and die fighting against corruption. I would. I told my wife, I love my wife. I'm grateful for everything she's done in my life. She's a beautiful woman. She's a great human being. I'm happy that I have her. I'm happy to have this nice new car to drive around. I love my son and my family. I love my job. I love teaching music. I love helping others. But I'm disgusted by this perverse government, this infiltration, which again I alluded to in another video, is essentially the papacy, the Roman Catholic papacy. I have Catholic friends that are beautiful people. It's not the Catholics per se. There's great Catholic people in the world, and I love them all. That institution, that Roman Catholic papacy, they control Britain. Britain controls the United States. We fought against Britain 200 years ago for our sovereignty, but now the monarchs have infiltrated with their envoys and their politicians into our politicians, and the whole one world order thing is manifesting for the elite, for the world elite. The only way that that's going to be stopped is if the United States of America maintains its sovereignty and its independence. They're trying to break it down. Ted Cruz and his wife want the unification of Canada and Mexico and the United States as a union, whatever they call it, the trilateral, the union. I even forgot the name they put on it, but the North American Union, I believe it is. They want a one world order. The only way they can have that is to destroy the United States of America. So essentially they're trying to pervert people's minds through Hollywood. Hollywood is their agent. Let's just make people dumb and blasé and stupid and perverted. They don't care about anything, and anything goes. There is no morals. There is no values, no family values. Let's break down the moral fiber, break down the family values, and corrupt the politicians and pay them all off and buy them all off so that we can eventually just crack away the United States Constitution and we can just crack down America and get our new one world order. And the Bushes who are part of it, all the corrupt politicians that are part of it, there's just that handful of elites. When are the righteous people going to unite and hang them all for treason? Pull them all out of the White House, pull them all out of their hiding cracks and prosecute them. Probably Donald Trump is going to do it. Got to be behind Donald Trump. Go Donald Trump. Go Patriots. Go America. Go USA. Yes, mama.